Dear students, just we are to start the remaining part or second part you may understand of Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. This is a speech of Nelson Mandela. What did he say? It has been described in his autobiography. It means he has himself written it. What happened there? A few moments later, they all lifted their eyes and impressive, very colorful, means a wonderful picture was seen. They all wondered, wondered. The South African jets, helicopters, and troop carriers made sound, roaring sound, in perfect formation over the Union building, just flying over the Union buildings. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force. It was not only just a show that what is their strength, what is the military force, and the African strength, but it was a demonstration to the loyalty of the new government, a democracy, new government. It indicated that these forces, the force of Africa, were loyal to the new government, new democratic government, and which was freely and fairly elected. Only moments before, the highest general of the South African Defence Force and Police, their chest bedecked with ribbons and medals from days gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. Mandela says that only just a little time ago, the South African general, bedecked with ribbons, that is, medals of president, were adorned, decorated with, on their chest, on his chest, and saluted him. And this military force, the highest general, pledged their loyalty to the president and to the government, new government. It was to be understood so many years ago they would have not saluted, but they arrested him. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets lets a smoke trail of black, red, green, blue, and gold of the new South African flag. A jet, a plane, smoked in different colors, the color of the flag of the nation. With that smoke, our building indicated that they were loyal to the new government. It was black, red, green, blue, and gold colored. A new South African flag, a new flag. The day was symbolized for him by the playing of two national anthems. Generally, this question is being asked: what are the two national anthems and why two national anthems were sung there? The vision of white singing, the song was of white was there. Nikosi Sikelel Africa, and black sang Die Stem, the old anthem of Republic. So both the songs of white and of black were sung there. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem, what is the meaning of the song, national song. They one despised, they would soon know the words by heart. Once they make an opinion to the song, to the nation, once they become loyal to it, all will learn it by heart. On the day of the inauguration, he was overwhelmed with a sense of history. Overwhelmed means over-enjoyed, very happy with the sense of history. Means he remembers historical events in the first decade of 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War, before his own birth, before the birth of Nelson Mandela, the white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences. The white-skinned people, white people, had stopped their differences and erected a system of racial domination. They started a domination on black. They didn't stop, but started. And they dominated on black people in their own land. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhuman societies the world had ever known. The inhuman, amanaviya, means where cruel behavior was there by white people on the black. The world has known it. Now, in the last decade of the 20th century, his own 8th decade as a man, he had observed, he had seen, he had experienced. Mandela, Nelson Mandela had experienced. That system had been overturned forever. That system of dominating on black had been overturned forever, means stopped forever, and replaced by one that recognized the rights and freedom of all people, regardless of their color and their skin. It means the old rule turned to the new one, and it is being replaced by the common rule for the regard of all people without thinking of their color. New government recognize the rights and freedom of all the people, whether they are black or they are white, matters not. that they had come about through the unimaginable sacrifice of thousands of his people. He remembers the sacrifices that his people means black people, had suffered. They made sacrifices. He remembered the suffering and courage can never be counted and repaid. Their suffering cannot be repaid. Their suffering cannot be counted. He felt that day as he had also many other days, that he was simply the sum of all the African patriots who had gone before him. Before him, so many people, African patriots, means those who struggled against the tyrannical rule of the white. Those black people who gave their life for the freedom, they are known as patriots. That long and noble line ended, and then began new rule with him. He means Mandela. He was pained that, he was very troubled that he was not able to thank them because they are no more, they have given their life. And that they were not able to see what their sacrifices had brought. Wrought means brought. What they made, that is the result that they are living in freedom. This freedom is achieved by the sacrifices of his people. So he thanked for the people who are no more on the land. They have given their life. They sacrificed themselves. The policy of apartheid created a deep, lasting wound in his country and his people. The policy of apartheid, the political system where people were ruled seeing the color, that separated people. It created a deep and lasting wound in his country and his people too. All have to spend many years, all spent their life in suppression. If not generation recovering from that profound hurt, the coming generation would feel. But after decades of oppression and brutality, it's nirdayata, deep, strong, wound on them, had another unintended effect. बिना किसी इरादा का परिणाम, and that was that it produced. He would name the Oliver Thambos, the Walter Sissless, the Chief Lutholis, the Yusuf Dadus, the Bram Fishers, the Robert Schuquist of his own time. These men of such extraordinary courage and wisdom and generosity that their like may never be known again. They had extraordinary courage, they had wisdom, they were wise, and they were very brave people, patriot, and their like may never be known again. They would not be known. If he would not speak, perhaps He says it required such depths of operation to create such heights of character. If such type of operation was not there by white, they would not be created such a great character. The character produced, such characters were produced due to the operation of the white. It means when calamity is there, then strength comes out from our inner strength, inner core of the heart. Mandela says his country is rich in the minerals and gems that lie beneath its soil, that lies beneath the earth. But he had always known that its greatest wealth was the people of South Africa. Finer and truer than the purest diamonds. The people of South Africa were the finest and the truest and purest diamonds, real gems, real wealth was there. If it is counted, then the people of South Africa, they were the real wealth, real gem, real diamond, real gold. It is from these comrades means friends, in the struggle that he learned the meaning of courage. Through these friends, he was able to understand the meaning of courage. Time and again, he had seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. He had seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking. He had seen the people standing and attacking and bearing the torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience. Means they had ability to bear the hardship, the cruelty of the white people. They have courage. They defies the imagination. He learned that courage was not the absence of fear. It was not that they had no fear, but to triumph over the fear. He learned how to triumph over, how to win over the fear. The brave man is not he who doesn't feel afraid. Very important quotation. The brave man is not he who doesn't feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. I repeat it. The brave man is not he who doesn't feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. It is natural to be afraid. And that type of people are brave who becomes afraid, but he wins over the fear. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin. He rightly says, yes. I remember Rousseau's strength. Man is born free and everywhere he is chained. Yes. By birth, nobody comes hating each other's, or according to his background, or his religion, or his color, or his caste. No, nobody starts hating it. They learn to hate when they come in this ground, listening and seeing others, guided by others. People learn to hate. If they learn to hate, then they can also learn to love. They can be taught to love. For love comes from naturality to human heart. Naturally, love comes naturally, but hate, it is to be learned. Then its opposite is their love. Love comes naturally, hate people learn. Even in the grimmest times in prison, when his comrades, his friends, and he were pushed to their limits, he would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards. Even in that case, even in white people, in one of the guards, he had seen a sign of humanity. Just for a second, it may be there for a short time, but it was enough to reassure him that he has to keep on going. It means he will win one day the heart of others. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. This quotation is also very important. Man's goodness of a person is a sort of flame of light that can be hidden for a short period but never put off. Extinguished means never be put off. Thank you. One more day is required to complete this lesson. Thank you very much.